Olorogun Michael Ibru was a colossus, a unique human being who left, I called him a luminous star, who left a bright shine on anyone who came across him. Mike, as we call him, or Ebon, because he was about 3 years older than myself, endeared himself to me from college, Ibru College. He was initially 2 years ahead of me, but because we were allowed to take school certificates at class 5, he left the college a year before me. But he had tremendous impact on me. It was the embodiment of what I would call the values and the ethos which all Igbobians were proud of. A born leader of men, both as a prefect, a sportsman, and also, I believe, a wicket keeper. In those impressionable years of our life, his very presence connotes leadership, both in class, as a prefect, house captain, as well as a sportsman. By sheer coincidence, my bed was close to his when we were in Ibru College. We were both in Townsend House. Townsend House has produced a lot of people, but Mike is unique. Though a colossus, he had a common touch. He was a man of God who, in spite of his wealth, had the common touch. If I were to start saying all that I knew about him, but I won't finish today, but some remarkable things I can say is this. Even his very appearance conjures leadership. I think I would say he's a born leader. I don't know whether one can say farewell to Mike, because even after his departure, his image looms large in the community which he belonged to. Many people only knew him by name or by the Ibru organization, but some of us had intimate knowledge of him. As I said, he was very much close to his God. A successful man with common touch. There was that striking humility in him that will endear him to you. Initially, his career was something like what I thought I would have. I was also recruited into UAC as a manager in training, but I had to go for higher school certificates in the Nigerian College of Arts and Science and Technology, from where after teaching for a year, I left for the United Kingdom to read law. But one of the greatest fortunes I had was that as soon as I arrived in Nigeria, he was one of the former Igbobians. I was able to renew our relationship. One of the first Igbobians. I was working in the Ministry of Justice. His fame as a successful businessman had preceded him. He came out of one of the American long cars and shouted, "Subomi," calling Subomi. I felt touched because with all the fame he was already assembling, one would think that because he was my senior, he was my prefect, he wouldn't quickly embrace me. But he did. Fortune had it that I lived in Apapa. At the time he was at Apapa. And our relationship developed. So much so that the first boat that I bought from his company, and he recommended it to me. At another time, before we became anything, he was already well known in the business circle. I was then just a federal government assistant parliamentary counsel. I was a lawyer in the Ministry of Justice, drafting laws. Yeah, the remarkable thing I heard about Mike was that the Igbobic relationship was greatly enhanced after both of us went into business. I would be humble enough to admit that when I decided to go into business fully, he gave me one advice which I won't forget. I wanted to go into distributive trade, and he said, "Subomi, please go towards a direction in which you have competence. You are a banker, you are a lawyer. Don't start coming to do what I'm not doing." And that helped a lot in my taking a decision to go and set up a financial institution. Mike was one of my first customers.